everything you will get, you have to work for it. And my third D is discipline. So can you remind me of the 3 Ds? And beautiful. Give yourself a round of applause for that. So let's start from the first D. Remind me of the first D again. So it is important for you to dream big. It doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter what your parents have. It doesn't matter what your friends have. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. You must believe in yourself and look into the future and ask yourself, 20 years, 30 years from now, who do I want to be? You must connect with that your future self. It is very, very important. It is that person you want to be that will tell you what you must start doing now to make that future a reality. We found out that the most successful people in the world, and there is research to show that, what set them apart is that they dream big. They are not content with small dreams. They want to change their lives. They want to change their community. They want to make an impact on their family. They want to make an impact on their country. And they are hungry to do so. They are not satisfied with small outcomes. The bigger your dreams, the better. Don't let anyone minimize your dreams. There is nothing you can set your mind to with time and leveraging the other 2 Ds that we're going to discuss that is impossible to you. And that is the creature that God has made you in his own image and has given you the ability to create and make great impact on people around you and in this world. It's for us to come to the awareness of who we are, and that's very, very important. So my first charge to you is to dream big. Don't let your dream be constrained by your present or your past. There is no correlation about where you can get and where you are starting. It just tells you how much effort you must put in to get there. So, do you know the key that unlocks your dream? Can anybody guess? What is that key? What is it? Hard work? Very good. One of them.
Visualization.
Visualization? That's part of the dreaming process. Very good. I have a lot of smart kids in here.
Knowledge.
Give him a round of applause. So, because of your age, there is a time to earn and there is a time to learn. Where you are in your age now is the time to learn. The key that will unlock your dream is your learning, or what you call education. But education is not going to school alone. It's about learning so that you are prepared for the journey ahead of you. This is the time that your education should be your number 1 priority. It's something you focus on and you give it your best. Why? You cannot earn more than you have learned. Your learning determines how high you can go in life. Now, when I'm talking about earning, I'm not talking about certificates alone. I'm talking about learning from life. One of the key things you learn in life is that you will make mistakes. It doesn't matter how planned, how organized you are. There is a quote that I came across that says that the foolish man never learns. He makes mistakes over and over again. The smart man learns from other people's mistakes. Why? If I see somebody making a mistake, I will not pass that route. But the smart man learns from his own mistakes. But the wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So there is a world of opportunity for you to learn. And that's why being able to listen to people, elders, is key. Being able to read books. Someone will write a book and compress 10, 15 years or 20 years experience into something you can read in a few days. It is unwise not to invest in it to read it. And with the internet now, you have unlimited access to knowledge and books. So, invest in your education. Repeat after me. Invest time and prioritize your education. Repeat after me. Invest time and prioritize your education. Then, protect your dream. Protect your dream. It doesn't matter what happens to you. On your path to your dreams, there will be hiccups. There will be roadblocks. It doesn't mean that that dream is not possible. It is about rolling up your sleeves and finding a way around those obstacles. So, failure is not permanent until you give up. The most successful people in life are the ones that have the biggest failures. But with each failings, they learn something, and they can start over smarter than they did it before. So never let any crisis or any challenge in your life come to waste. Step back and look at it. Why did this happen? How can I avoid this, and what can I learn from it? Become a student of life and make every day a school day. Repeat that after me. Make every day a school. Make every day a school day. Meaning that every day of your life, learn something new. Never let the sun rise and fall without you adding new knowledge to yourself. At the end, it's not how quickly you learn alone, but how consistently you learn. So that ability to find, and everybody you meet, try and learn something from them. Something positive, not negative. Try and learn something from them. And that's what really makes a wise person. Then, always seek to add value. Your dream should not be about making money. It should be about what impact can I make? What value can I make? What difference can I make? Why? Every one of us has been put on this earth for a purpose. Now, you have been put on a path, but only you can walk that path, and only you can unlock that purpose. So you must connect. I had with them, planted a seed that made them greater than I am. Anyone that can have that conversation with me in future has made my day. I get stopped at the airport and somebody tells me that, oh, you spoke to me 20 years ago. I can't remember that person. And there is nothing more rewarding than that when you know that you've made an impact on somebody else's life. There is no amount of money that can replace that. So seek to make an impact. And interestingly, the more impact you make, the more successful you are. The more successful you are, the more you are rewarded financially and otherwise. So think about impact. Repeat after me. Think about impact. Think about impact. Brilliant. Then, so can anybody recap the first D again? Dream. Yes. And what did we discuss on that dream? Dream big. Very good. What else?
Dream big and protect your dream.
Protect your dream. Yes. So be careful. Don't listen to people that tell you that you cannot do anything. It's a lie from the devil. There is nothing that God has limited you from. He has given you the ability to rise above all obstacles and achieve your dreams. It may take time, it may take a lot of work, but it is possible. Yes. What else have we learned from dream? Exactly. Invest time, prioritize your education. There is nothing that should be a bigger priority for you now than learning. Why? Because the more you learn, the more you can earn, and the more impact you can make in future. Brilliant. Anybody else? Always seek to add value. The more value you add, the better. You cannot live a selfish life when you're thinking about only yourself. Look around you. Nigeria will be a much better place if everyone seeks to add value. When you go into a room, leave the room better than you met it. When you meet someone, leave them better than you met them. And always seek to learn from everyone. Yes, what else?
Your education should be your number one priority.
Brilliant. And then I said something about your neck. What did I say about your neck? Brilliant. 90% of success is above your neck in your mind. How you use your mind. Your mind and your brain is the biggest asset that God has given you. There is no limitation that you cannot reach. Nowhere. You will sit with princes if you can use your mind and grow your brains. Nations will learn from you and borrow from you. So it's about being able to grow your mind and your thinking. Now, let's move to the second D. The second D is determination. Second D is determination. Let me be honest with you. The bigger your dreams, the more difficult they are. And there is no easy path to achieving success. There is no easy path. There are no shortcuts. The minute you start looking for shortcuts, you are compromising your future and your integrity. So you must be willing to do the work. And it means that you must have determination or drive. Now, let's break down determination and drive. And so the first component of determination and drive is resilience. Can anybody define resilience for me? What do you understand by the word to be resilient? I have a lot of smart kids in the room. Yes. So what does it mean to be resilient?
It's the act of choosing what you want.
Not completely, but close. Can somebody move me closer to resilience? Thank you for, yeah.
Resilience means building to be strong.
Building to be strong. Good. One more definition before we move on.
Resilience simply means building to be strong and upgrading of oneself.
So, yes, I want to hear from this gentleman. He's been saying, sa. He's called my attention. So, young man, what does it mean to be resilient?
It means staying useful and to meet other people's needs and wants.
Good. So, resilience is that drive in you that you don't give up. It doesn't matter what you encounter. You recognize that you have it in you to overcome everything in your path. Now, interestingly, resilience is not something that we are born with. I've never seen a child that has been born resilient. Resilience is developed by experience, and it comes from having a mindset that it doesn't matter how many times I fall, I will get up. It doesn't matter how many times I fall. They say that the successful man falls 7 times and rises 8 times. Getting up to your feet and continuing that journey, notwithstanding what knocks you down. And that's what the resilient. So resilience is a mindset. It's a mindset that translates to an output. When you recognize that there is nothing you will put in my path, I'm going to achieve this dream. And that is one of the most important parts of being determined. Is that where your drive and energy comes from. When you are so focused on that outcome because of the impact you want to make, that nothing can stop you from getting there. So you need to develop a resilient mindset, recognizing that even though today can be difficult, I recognize that I am the architect of my own future. If I work hard enough at it, pray hard enough at it, and ask for help from enough people, I will overcome any obstacle in my path. Now, I said before, nobody is born resilient. It's something you develop. And it comes from being deliberate about it. I have seen children that have been born stubborn, but resilience is something that we develop. Then the next thing is hard work. There is no shortcut or easy path. Your determination must be reflected in your hard work. Hard work means that you are willing to go the extra mile. Extra mile. You don't have to be the most intelligent person in the room or the most educated. I found out that. There is a book that I read earlier in my career that says talent is overrated. It analyzed some of the people with the highest IQ in the world. Some of them are bouncers in nightclubs, even though they are the IQ is higher than Albert Einstein's. So the IQ is a tool. It is your hard work that translates your knowledge, your experience, your education into results. It doesn't matter how educated you are or how smart you are. It is how you apply it. It's like a knife or a bat or a spoon. You give 3 people the same thing, but their output will be different. It is that hard work, dedication that determines that output. So, one formula I found in life that I tell my kids and young people, a key to success is to determine to outwork anybody else. As long as you are willing to roll your sleeves and work hard, success is within your reach. So, hard work, my young friends. There is no shortcut to success. Then, remain hungry for growth and knowledge. Remain hungry for growth and knowledge. Remain hungry for growth and knowledge. Dedicate time in your learning. We call that personal development. Your parents will create an environment for you. Your teachers will create an environment for you to learn. But you can take a horse to the water. Can you force it to drink? It is only the horse that can determine to drink. So, become a sponge whereby you soak up knowledge. And then, remember that there is no growth without pressure. What did I say? I can't hear you. You can't expect to grow and be successful without going through pressure. It is the pressure that brings out what God has hidden in you. The most valuable resources in the world are never found on the surface. Anything that you find on the surface is not valuable because it means that anybody can reach it. Is it gold? Is it diamond? Is it oil? You have to dig deep to reach them. And the same thing with your talents. The talents that will make you successful are the things that you have to work out, develop, and refine. Now, let me touch on my last D. But before I touch on my last D, let's recap. What have you heard about? What was our second D? Determination and drive. So share with me what you have learned from determination and drive.
You must be hardworking.
You must be hardworking. They say that there is no food for lazy man. Go on.
You must walk up to your dream and don't give up.
You must walk up to your dream. I want to hear about resilience. I'm not hearing about resilience.
You must remain humble for growth.
You must
Remain humble for growth.
you must remain hungry for growth. Please give her a round of applause. Lovely. I love that. Yes.
You must always be resilient. You should never give up.
You must never give up on your dreams. Yes, let's take one more or two more from another part of the room.
Said, let's substitute our bodies. It's developed by having a mindset.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so let's now touch on the last D. The last D, which is very, very important because of our age and our stage in life, is what we call discipline. Is what we call discipline. When I reflect on my own journey of life, I have seen people that are more talented than I am, more intelligent than I am, but they have been destroyed because they have been indisciplined. They've not taken control of their own life. They've not put guardrails to control their action. So I'm going to share a few things when I think about discipline. I know your parents will have been telling you about discipline, your teachers have been telling you about discipline. It's because they want you to be successful. They recognize that without discipline, destruction is almost guaranteed. So, discipline. Key to discipline is integrity. Integrity. You must be people of integrity, meaning that you must be able to keep your words, keep your promises to yourself and to others. When you say you do something, you wake up, go through the effort to do it. And when you make promises to people, people must know you for your word. They must, and that's the only way you build trust. There is no success you can build by yourself. You need other people to support you. And people only support people they like and people they trust. So your brand, who you are, what you are known for, is based on how much integrity you demonstrate to others around you. You don't want to be known as a liar. You don't want to be known as someone that cannot be trusted. That immediately discounts opportunities that will be offered to you in the future. So you need to be deliberate about your brand. You should not be seen amongst people that have bad reputation. You should not, and that's why they say, show me your friends. Because your friends, the people that you are comfortable in their presence, tells you a lot about who you are as well. Integrity is very important. Protect your name, protect your reputation and your brand. Then, keep physically fit. Keep physically fit. You cannot focus if you are unhealthy. And you cannot generate the energy to drive and go after your dream if you are not healthy. So, every one of us should be involved in some kind of sports and exercise. This is the age where you build those habits, whereby, you exercise your body in a way that it gives you the energy to do the work you need to do. Then, keep off drugs and alcohol. Keep off drugs and alcohol. The biggest destroyer of future now is drugs and alcohol. What did I say? It's drugs and alcohol. Keep off drugs and alcohol. There is no value in it. It is a path to destruction. And show empathy and respect for people that you meet. Show empathy and respect for people that you meet. It tells more about you than them. It doesn't matter whether they are older than you, younger than you, richer than you, poorer than you. You must show empathy and you should show respect. It communicates more about you, your upbringing, and your family. Then, of course, be punctual, go the extra mile. Be punctual. It's part of being disciplined. When you make a commitment that I'm going to be somewhere on time, get there. It's either you are early or you are late. There's nothing like being on time for me. So if you have an appointment for 9 o'clock, plan to get there by 8:30. Then never go for any meeting without being prepared. Never go for anything without being prepared. Preparation and opportunity is what creates success. Everybody will have an opportunity, but only those that are prepared for that opportunity will be able to convert it. So let's recap the last D quickly before I use up all your time. Let's recap the last D. The last D is what? Discipline. What does it mean to be disciplined? To demonstrate integrity. Very good. What else?
Punctual.
Be punctual.
To be trustworthy.
Be trustworthy. Very good.
Keep physically fit.
Keep physically fit.
To keep off of alcohol.
Keep off alcohol and drugs. Thank you very much. Yes.
Show empathy and respect.
Yes. Show empathy and respect. Now, so I'm going to leave us with a charge before I leave. So keep your notes, go over them again, and go over all the things you've heard since Monday. You cannot store more than 7 things in your mind at the same time. So it's repeating it over and over and over again that will help it stay. Don't just, your own learning doesn't end today. Everything that you've gone through since Monday, keep them somewhere. And over time, weekly, going over them again. Then it is not about reading them. It is about doing what you have learned here that will determine whether you will be successful or not. So keep your notes, but beyond that, go and apply the things that you have learned here and make an impact. I want people around you, your friends, your family, to see that you attended a conference and that the person that came back wasn't the same person that went for that conference. That is the only way you can reward all the people that have come here to share their life experiences with you. You are the future of this nation. It is not me. The generation ahead of me, we've made a mess of things. My own generation is not doing a better job. And that is why coming to this kind of seminars, to let you know that we cannot be your role model. For Nigeria to be a better country, you must be better people than we are. So learn from our own mistakes and be better people. So I want you to all stand up. And I want you to repeat the few words after me. So 90% of my success
90% of my success
is above my neck.
is above my neck.
I will use my mind.
I will use my mind.
I will develop my mind.
I will develop my mind.
I will sit in front of kings because
I will sit
of my
in
mind.
front of kings because of my mind.
I am the architect of my future.
I am the architect of my future.
No one
No one
can put a lead on my future.
can put a lead on my future.
I will dream big. And I will do the work to achieve my dreams.
And I will do the work to achieve my dreams.
So I have the power to shape my own destiny.
I have the power to shape my own destiny.
I will remain positive.
I will remain positive.
It doesn't matter where I am today.
It doesn't matter where I am today.
I know my future.
I know my future.
My dreams
My dreams
are within my reach.
I will live my reach.
Thank you very much. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. So, my last charge is that do not be hearers only, but also doers of what you have heard here. Thank you very much. Go out and change Nigeria.
You can do better than that. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate you for that insightful keynote address. I was saying that you can do better than that because remember that you have to leave an impression. You have opened your LinkedIn account and you are going to request to follow him, reminding him that you were part of this conference. It won't be difficult for him to remember. So you have to make an impression. He will remember those kids that were vibrant, appreciative of everything that they had learned from him. Thank you. That was such an insightful engagement. Even I, as an adult, I had a lot to learn from it. I'm supposed to go over most of the things that he spoke about, but he's already done that with you because everyone has gone over the 3Ds. But I think I want to highlight some things that really got my attention. And the first one was the first thing he said. 90% of your success is above your what? What's this? Your head. That's where your brain is, your mind, and everything is. So it means that you need to use this part of your body to the top as much as you can to make significant difference in your respective lives. That's something that was very profound for me when I heard. And there's something else he said. He said, show empathy and respect. You know, in that particular line, he says, it communicates more about you than even the person you're showing it to. And let me quickly give you a brief, understanding of what this is. Now, if someone in here, if I give you 10,000 naira for doing something, and then you remember to say thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this money. Do you know what happens to me? I begin to look at you as someone who understands the value of my commitment to supporting you. What that does in turn is that I am open to supporting you more at the time of need. But if I give you 10,000 naira, now, who gets more support by saying thank you? Who? It's not me, it's not me, it's going to be you. If I give you 10,000 naira because you need it, and then you look at me and you say, thank you so much, thank you, this is coming in really handy. I am committed to supporting you more because I see that you understand the value of what I have given to you. So, who benefits from saying thank you? So it means another time, I get to give you another thing because I know that you really appreciate what's been done to you. The same thing with sorry. If you step on me and then you say sorry, I understand that you are very aware of what it means to hurt someone else and you're going to apologize for it. So I know that it's not your intention to hurt me. So I am aware that you're a good person. So if there is any need for me to find good people, I will remember you because I know that you understand what it means to hurt someone else, and then you understand what it means to let the person know that it's not your intent. The same thing with good morning. See, for every one of you that sees me and says, good morning, sir, good morning, and you see your teachers in school, you see elders across, your places of worship and everywhere you go, and you remember to greet, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Do you know what this does? It helps the people who see you being respectful to know that you're from a good background and you're a good person. I'm going to quickly give you a short story concerning that. So, I was privileged to be in a school to give a talk one day. And after my session, I was in a staff room, and then there was a child in the staff room. And there was an allegation of theft, that this child had stolen a mathematical set. In that allegation, one teacher rose up without being sure whether that boy stole the math set or not. She stood her ground. I've forgotten the boy's name, but let's assume the boy's name is Ola Kazim. She stood her ground and said, I know this boy. I see him almost every day, very respectful and upright boy. Ola Kazim could not have taken that math set just by this young boy's respectful nature that communicates that he's from a very good background. Who has benefited from being respectful? Who? Who has benefited? It's not Ola Kazim, it's the boy. But then again, I use myself as an example, so it's understandable. So what we're saying is that empathy and respect, truthfully, when you think you're saying sorry or thank you to people, it's not for them. It's for who? It's for you. So remember that as you take home everything that we have learned here today. We want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. That was such a thought-provoking, a mind-blowing presentation. And I strongly believe somebody here would like to come and, express our appreciation to our keynote speaker. Whose hands am I seeing up? I don't want to hear me. Good. Yes, you guys are very fantastic. Put your hands together for yourself. I don't want to hear me and I again. It's the last day here today, so enough. So who? Okay, I see that hand. The boy with the pink shirt. You've opened a LinkedIn account, right? Yes, I remember. So remember to say your name out loud so that when you follow him, he will remember.
My name is Kelechi Michael. I'm from St. Francis Junior Grammar School. I'm 12 years old. I'm in JSS1. We want to say a very big thank you to you, sir, for your time to come and impact knowledge on us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I remember him. He came for counseling. And he came to let me know that he had opened a LinkedIn account. So, are we ready to go on with our day? Yes, you don't sound like you're ready. Are we ready? Yes, okay, so because I wanted our keynote speaker to quickly have his address because he's a very busy person, I know that if we're lucky, he's going to spend the next 30 minutes to 1 hour with us. I'm hoping that we'll be that lucky so he gets to experience some of the things that we're still going to be doing here. We have not discussed the things that we had learned yesterday or discussed the things that we had learned, in previous days. Remember, today is what? The last day, right? It's our 5th day, right? So we want to quickly do a recap of everything that we have learned since Monday. However, my young friends, I am about to retire my microphone. For the person who is going to be handling the microphone till the next time that I'm going to be coming to give my address. See, Mr. Folusho mentioned us never giving up, which is part of the determination and drive. You don't give up. Resilience, you don't give up. Not giving up is that when there's a situation, there's a challenge, you always find a way. So, our compere had a setback coming down here, and he's here now. What it means if I had to give up that he's not here is that we're not going to be starting until when? Now. But we started. So, ladies and gentlemen, young boys and friends, he's my very good friend, he's my brother, he's my friend. He's someone that I've known for many years, and I can trust that you're about to enjoy the next couple of hours that we're about to spend here. Put your hands together for our compere, Mr. Babalola El-Imam. You can do better, but I know that he's going to make you do better.
Good morning, everybody. The way you are clapping is like they told you I'm coming here to share money. I am not. Okay. So that clap was mind-blowing, but I appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be here. It's particularly fantastic thinking about it that I've been a part of this program from inception. And since the beginning, I've witnessed the growth and how progressive this has gone over the years. Please, just to appreciate that, let's give another round of applause for our convener who has put up, this fantastic lineup of speakers and personalities. These are people that you may not have had an opportunity to meet in a lifetime, but within the last 4 or 5 days, you have met a plethora of people that, some of us will write letter for months and months before we get to see them, okay? And you have done all this for free. All right, so before we start, I'm a little under the weather. I'm sure Mr. Kazim mentioned that I had some challenges getting down here. So I'm coming from outside Lagos. And you know how it can be with the traffic situation and all. Okay, so I apologize for that. Without further ado, let's just get started. So we're going to start with, I'll introduce myself. My name is Babalola El Imam. I'm an operational safety and health professional. I'm a first aid trainer, emergency response specialist. I've just started though. Okay. I've been in that field for at least the last 20 years. I'm an humanitarian, member of the Red Cross. I'm a Manchester United fan. And my favorite food is amala. Edamo. All right, so that is my own brief. Into a recap of the previous day's activities, okay? And I'm told this will be done by the teenagers. So, how many speakers did we have yesterday? 4 speakers. So what I want is 4 people to come out, and each person will recap what each speaker has said. So who are the 4 volunteers? Okay, I'll need somebody to help me pick. Can we have one from each row? One person from each row. Then, why is it only girls that are coming out? Gender balance, please. Okay. All right, please come upstairs. Come upstairs. Okay. All right. So, so you are starting. Who are you talking about? Which of the speakers?
Mrs. Foluke Makinde.
Foluke Makinde. Okay. Mr. Aziz Amida. Akedeji. And Ferami Oluwabi. Okay, so I'll start with you. Tell us your name and what you learned from yesterday, or a recap of your speaker.
My name is Ndu Tracy Chimeruma. I'm in SS3 and I'm from Burial Avenue Senior High School. I learned something yesterday from Mrs. Foluke Makinde, where she said that, is she the one? Yes. Where she said that we should embrace the now, that there's power that the present is a gift, that there is power in the present, that the next step is a step to revolution, that we should see the next step as a starting line, that we should not be based on our past, that we should look at based on our past, that we should look at the present as a starting point for us, that we should not look at our past and we should look at the future, that we are the makers of tomorrow, we are the answers of today. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all. Okay.
Hi, my name is Angela Nifemi. I am in JS3. I am from Mobolaji Bankantoni Junior High School. What I learned from Mr. Aziz Amida is that everything we know will not be the same. Focus on your next step, and what should matter to you is your own goal, and don't look at anyone else's goal.
My name is Simon Godwin from Ajay Comprehensive Senior High School. So, what I learned from Miss Oluwaferomi Owolabi, she talked about goals and challenges. First, she said challenges are those events that pushes us to our limits. And goals are targets or aim that we want to achieve in life. And she also told us to focus on our expense, and the spirit of our future is in our daily routine. And she also talked about the agile concepts, which are passion, competence, economic engine. And she also told us that the only way we can make our dream a reality is by putting more action, because with more efficient impact, we can make a success a good one.
Fantastic. Thank you.
My name is Sonny Yusufa from Ajay Comprehensive Junior High School. I'm 12 years old. I learned a lot from Mr. Akinde Joyebode. He said you have to be disciplined, have a plan that works for you, and always do the right thing at the right time. And then if you want to be excellent, you have to be hardworking and disciplined. And you need to embrace technology. Thank you.
Embrace.
Embrace.
Thank you. A round of applause for him, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ozuta Yolua Mayowa from Majid Comprehensive Junior High. I learned from Mr. Mayowa Olakon, Mr. Muyiwa Konawole, that we should evaluate technology and embrace it. That we are not too young to meet our own businesses in any way.
All right. Thank you. Fantastic. So we're going to give all our participants that had a recap what I call the thunder clap. Do you know what the thunder clap is? Okay, some people know it, some people don't know it. Okay, so I want everybody to stand up. So, now, when I say Atama, you clap once. Okay, you're familiar with that, right? When I say Labako, you clap 4 times. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Atama. Atama, Labako. So when I say Aparina, you clap 10 times. Now, here's the trick when we add the thunder. Now, when I say Aparina, you clap 10 times. Aparina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after that, we do, and the powerful thunder, and then we stomp. Do you get that? Let's practice that. And a powerful thunder. So can we do that? Atama, Atama, Labako. Atama, Atama, Labako. Aparina. And a powerful thunder. All right, thank you. Let's have our seats. Okay, while we await our speakers, I would like to quickly recognize our brand partners, Lagos State Ministry of Education, say a very big thank you for your support so far. Wema Bank PLC have been very immense. Dell Technologies, Cavista, Right Foods Limited, Banwo and Igodalo, Joy Soap, Pan-African Towers Limited, Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, Platform Capital, Zafire Events, 3 Spaces, Workforce Group, Nijikota Foundation, Oyo State Ministry of Education, Ogun State Ministry of Education, Bamiye Consultants, and many others. Also, if you have not done that already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Focus. before the next speaker comes up, I would like to just maybe share some nuggets from what I have learned over the, my own short time on earth. Now, who's familiar with this saying? What's it now? Jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. Master of none. But is that the saying? Who knows the complete saying? Okay. Let me use my own life experience as an example. Now, I told you I'm an occupational safety and health professional, right? I'm an emergency responder, I'm a first aid trainer, and over the course of my career, I've trained over 10,000 nurses, I've trained over 5,000 pharmacists, I've trained over 2,000 doctors. But the point is, if I were to tell you that I studied computer science in the university, would you have believed? Okay, so I've trained people in the IT sector as well. I've trained in the oil and gas sector. Now, where am I going? When I finished school, before I finished school, I had joined the Red Cross, and I volunteered, which is one of the things I'm going to talk about as well. I had volunteered with the Red Cross, which means offering what you know and your services for free. Now, by virtue of being a member of the Red Cross, I was also privileged to attend some courses, okay? And this helped to develop me in my humanitarian quest. However, those were just voluntary activities. My education was still focused on computer science because I wanted to become a software engineer at the time. So I finished school, couldn't get a job, things were a bit rough. I started a clothing line. I started making clothes because I had an artistic bent and I had a thing for, fashion. I started making clothes, I started selling clothes. Along the line, I read more books, on financial management, or project management. I started to do marketing proposals for young SMEs, that's young businesses, business proposals, help them design their business platform, all while I was still volunteering, in the humanitarian sector. And then, every weekend, I would volunteer to teach people first aid, emergency response for free. Every weekend. I was just doing this as a voluntary activity. Now, at every point in time, I had something I was doing that was different from something I had been doing before. But all this helped shape my experience, such that one day, somebody needed a first aid trainer. And somebody who had been coming to my free classes recommended me. And that's how I started in that line and became, specialized in that field. But then, I had to develop myself, which means I had to do more courses so that I'll remain competitive, and then at some point, I will rise to the top of my career. Now, where am I going? I've been a writer, I've been a blogger, I've been a fashion designer, I've been an IT, professional, I've been a first aid trainer, I've been a volunteer, I've been an emergency responder. Now, the thing about all these things is when I am teaching in class, all the experiences I have garnered comes into play without me thinking about it, and it makes me a better teacher. So the point I'm trying to make, whenever anybody tells you, jack of all trades, master of none, complete it for them, that is not the full quote. It is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. The lesson there is, it is good to be an expert in one field, but it is more beneficial to have many skills. Do you understand? This is the point where you're supposed to clap, not that time that you were clapping before. Do you understand what I have said? Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. Do you understand it? So as much as possible, whenever you have the time, while you are focusing on one path, take your time to also gather skills that will help you. Okay? At this point, we're still not yet. Okay.
Okay, so a quick reminder. We have, we've heard from our keynote speaker, Mr. Folusho Aribisala. We also have our guest speaker, Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Education District 4, Mr. Olusegun Oshinaike. Still to come, we are, our first speaker, Mr. Gbenga Akindele. Our second speaker, Mrs. Bethia Idoko. Our third speaker, Mr. Ibrahim Suleiman. And fourth speaker, Mr. Jafet Omojua. So, again, a quick reminder, if you have not done that already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Focus Counseling on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Twitter at Focus Counseling. Also, as a reminder to the participants, I don't know if you've been told, but you are expected to write a report on all you have learned today and submit with your name, school, age, class, and career of interest. Now, it is important to note, this report will help us screen those who will be considered for internships. And you know what the internship means? It means for your career interest that you have chosen, if you're chosen as one of the lucky people, we get to place you in an organization that helps you experience what it means to be in that field. So for instance, if your career interest is okay, so we'll place you probably with an airline, and then you see how the pilots work, what is their schedule, what is expected of them, and all of that. If you chose maybe a software engineer, we'll place you in an IT company that helps you experience what it means to work as a software engineer. What are the working hours? What are the expectations that come with the job? What are the possibilities that come with the job? Okay? So it is important that your report is as impressive as what you have experienced so far. Okay, so at this point, we'll have special presentations. Are the participants who are going to make the presentations ready? I hope you are. Okay, so for the first segment, we have spoken word. We have spoken word presentation and poem. From Ayetoro Senior Grammar School. I hope I'm correct. We have Williams Kennedy. I don't know if you say he or she. Okay. And Stephanie Christian. Stephanie Christian. Okay. Yeah, I know. There are four actually. There are four. But one by one. Together. Oh, okay. So we have Chibe Favor and Okoli Johnson. Please, we can do better. A round of applause for them, please. All right. Mics for them.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Williams Kennedy. I'm from Ayetoro Senior Grammar School, and I want to present a poem which title is Words of Wisdom. The verse says, the best way to avoid evil is sleeping upside down. It's easy to stand with the crowd, but it takes a courage to stand alone. There is no need for better. But there's no need for better when the best is possible. You don't need a long life to live a good life. Neither do you need a long time to make mark. If there were no, so there could be no great if there were no trivia. Speak little but speak truth. Though coxy cock sneaks, but manners compose a man. Today is worth more than tomorrow. But study the past if you can, but define the future. Poverty isn't lack of money, but lack of ideas. But no hunger can make a man to eat his tongue. And remember, success is a mark of wisdom, and wisdom is the greatest gift bestowed on man. And he who must succeed must be ready to labor and shed tears. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian Stephanie from Aitero Senior Grammar School. I'm here to present a poem of gratitude to Mr. Olanipekun Kazim. When I say thank you, I meant it from my heart. You have been very supportive from the very start. You are one of the special people who always try to give, who makes the world a better place, judged by the way you live. Woo! You try to care for others. You do the best you can. If anyone is in need of help, you are there to lend a hand. You never ask for anything from us or want something in return. You are helping us, and you truly are concerned. So please now know you are honored, and for all that you are, know that in my life, you are a shining star.
Good day, everyone. My name is Okoli Johnson, a student from Ajay Comprehensive Junior High School. I'm here to present my gratitude to Mr. Ola Kasim Olaonukweku. I'm happy that you bring the program to us. I enjoy each session being taught here. As my role model, you inspire me to dream and to work and to reach. With your kindness, you get my attention. Every day, you are planting a seed of curiosity and motivation to know and to grow and succeed. You help me to fulfill my potential. I am thankful for all that you have done. I admire you each day, and I just want to say you are an awesome mentor. I think you are very cool. You are smart and fair and friendly. You are helping all of us. And if I got to grade you from all for you to get out, thank you very much. We love you.
Good day, everybody. My name is Eibe Favor, and I attend Aitero Senior Grammar School. The title of my poem is Leaders of Tomorrow. Leaders of tomorrow, the world depends on us, teenagers. We are the tubes of the world trying to defend our people's rights, trying to defend the world of being corrupt. By the bad government, like the people who set bad decisions to people. Education is the key that can give success in life. If we achieve our goals, we can set a goal of scale of preference. This is where the knowledge comes in, to promote possibility in life. The generation of new life, the new world of gold and silver, in fantastic life in ours. We can build this country together because we can choose our choice. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those words and the poem and the appreciation messages. Please, another round of applause for them. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have the singular honor and privilege to bring on stage our next speaker. Our next speaker is the head of brand category, PZ Cousins, makers of Joy Soap, which is a sponsor of the program. With a round of applause, please.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I can't hear you clearly. Good morning, everyone. All right, I'm very, very excited to be here with you guys. I like the energy in the room. I like the fact that, you know, you all are here. It's really impressive. Before I give my talk, we'll do one thing together. First is we'll give a round of applause for Focus Counseling for organizing such an amazing event. All right, then second, you will give a round of applause for yourself and your guardians, your parents, everyone who encouraged you to be here. All right, please, silence. I wouldn't be spending a lot of time because I have to get back to work. And I just had to be here because Ola Kazim said I must come, have a word with you. When he shared the topic with me, being young is an asset, it just couldn't leave my mind. It was a punchline. So before I, give you my keynote address or my charge, I think I would like to start by, let's look at the topic. What does it mean to be young? There are several definitions, but a very simple one could be that, you've lived for a short period of time. That's what it means. However, if you want to expand it, you can be young in body, in mind. So for me, I'm young in my mind, but maybe not my body, not as much as you. Then the second keyword in the topic is being an asset. What does it mean for something to be an asset? If something is an asset, okay, I know you guys know it. It's a resource with economic value. An asset is something you can exchange for value in return, be it money, whatever it is that is of value to you. So the topic is really, really profound because you guys are young, and then it's then saying being young is an asset. So the state you, and I think that it's very, very important that you all recognize that. A little bit about me, what I do is brand marketing. And what that means, what brand marketing means is when you go and buy something, for example, you want to buy a phone, right? And then you have to choose between phone A and B. There's probably a phone that you like the most, or let me say a car. So if I asked you, what car would you like? A Mercedes-Benz or a Toyota? All right, I got it. Thank you. What that means is Mercedes-Benz as a brand has positioned itself as something that is valuable to you. So what I do in my line of work is helping brands look very attractive to consumers. So today I would say, I am selling joy or managing joy in such a way that will be attractive to you. So when you think about a soap that you want to buy, or when you go to the store, when you look at all of the soaps, I want you to pick joy over the others. However, not looking at brands now. You are a brand. Every one of you here is a brand. Sorry, can you guys repeat it? Say, I am a brand.
I am a brand.
Again?
I am a brand.
Yes, and because you are a brand, being young allows you the time to understand everything about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and then start to decide what area of career you want to focus on. So I believe if you have not taken anything away from here, know that this is the best period in your life to figure out yourself. Spend some time with yourself to study who you are, what you like, what you don't like, the areas that you think your skills or your passions are most relevant. So for example, if you're someone who likes to talk a lot, who likes to engage with people, who is outgoing, who likes to make a lot of friends, you may have a career in area of sales, or area of mass communication, or area of presentation. So at this point in your life, what you need to start to do is look for people in those areas that are successful, people you'd like to be like, and then find a way to them and let them start to mentor you. The world is opening up so much. And if you like to speak, for example, you want to be a public speaker, but you are shy, it doesn't mean you cannot be a public speaker. It means that that is a weakness you need to work on. So therefore, start to look for self-help books. Start to look for people who are already good in this area, and start to think about, oh, how do they do it? How do they stand in front of a crowd and not be shy? How do they put their thoughts together? You know? If, for example, what you like to do is you're being curious, you like to design things, you like to create, then maybe you can have a career in the area of brand marketing. Then the question then to say is, oh, what are the big businesses out there? PZ Cussons, Unilever. What are the big brands? What can I, how can I meet people who manage these brands and start to learn from them? So really, my charge to you is very, very simple. It is that spend this time to learn more about yourself, know your strengths and weaknesses, look for mentors in areas that can really, really improve you. And then start to take active steps, the way you have come for this summer program. Take internship programs. What does an internship mean? It is going to a place to work for a while for the primary purpose of learning about the trade or the work it is. So, for example, if you like to play with numbers and you say, oh, in future I want to be an accountant, a summertime is a time for you where you can look for small businesses around you and then, learn maybe accounting firms and say, I want to learn what it means to work as an accountant. I think because you're young, the world is yours, and it looks like you have a lot of time, but the truth is you have time, at the same time you don't have time, because time flies. Day before yesterday I was 18 years, now I am in my late 30s. So you have time, but that time is an asset, and I want to charge you to make use of it very, very well. Before I go, my final will be to talk a little bit about Joy, because that's what I manage, one of the brands I manage. I would say it's an amazing soap brand made with the best natural ingredients, and it has 4 variants. I'm sure if you look around you will see the roll-up banners that speak to that. So when you go to the store, I want to encourage you to buy it and use it on your skin. And also for educational purposes, follow Joy Beauty on social media, joybeauty_ng, where we, give inspirational quotes and motivations on how to be the best version of yourself. So that's actually what the soap stands for. So once again, thank you very, very much for having me. And don't forget to be the best of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause. All right. Some important insights from Mr. Gbenga Akindele, well appreciated. I just want to also add that one of the best set of skills you can have as an individual in any field, is sales. The ability to sell yourself. The ability to sell yourself. You saw when I was talking here, it was a way of selling myself, telling you what I have done, what I am able to do, and what I'm currently doing. Some people don't know, most young people don't know how to do that, So you need to learn how to sell yourself, and that is where marketing starts from, the ability to sell a product. Because as you are a product. If I want to engage you, what do they do in interviews? What do they do in interviews? They ask questions. Questions about who? yourself. So what you need to do is sell yourself as best as possible. If you can't do this, then the likelihood of getting a job over somebody else is low. And you know the funny thing? You may be the best. You may be the best. But if you can't sell yourself, then other people that are not as good as you will continue to climb. Now, where does selling yourself come from? Where does it start from? The way you talk, the way you dress. It's part of selling yourself. You know how they say, don't judge a book by its cover. But what is the essence of a cover if we are not to judge the book by it? Why do we design covers? The reason we design covers is to give you an insight into what the book is about. Okay, let me give you another example. How about movies? Does everybody here watch movies? What comes out before the movie comes out? The trailer. Why do we have trailers? To sell the movie to you before you watch it. See what you are going to see in the movie. Yabo Ojo, Odunlade Adekola, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do you understand? They are selling the movie before you watch it. So that is what the cover of a book also does. So in a manner of speaking, you can have a very good book. But if it has a terrible cover, you may not be interested. And you have a very poor book that has a fantastic looking cover, but you buy it first, right? You will have bought it before you know that it's a bad book now. Are you with me? So while the content or your value or the capacity and whatever you want to deliver is important, the knowledge, whatever skill, is important. Your outlook as well, the way you communicate, the way you present yourself, the way you sell yourself is also as important. Okay? So that's what I wanted to add to that. All right. At this point, we're going to have another song presentation this time. And this is going to be from while the other one is working. Okay. So we're going to have a song presentation from, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Annabelle Samoyou. Is that correct? Okay, and Gloria Godwin. Please give them a round of applause.
Well, I've been willing to sing this song for a while, but I don't know the place to sing it. But I think this is the right place for me to sing it. And the title is I Choose You. Tired of it all, can't risk anymore, feeling all the emptiness as it comes, can't take it no more, sick about the threat, don't want it no more. Have decided to give it all to you and take care of it all. Oh, and I've been trapped in the dark. I've been healed with some love. Oh, so I'm trusting you, Lord. Come and feast it all. I don't wanna go back. I'm done with that. Life is behind me. Now I know the one I choose in the world. I choose you, covenant keeper, destiny changer, righteous one. I choose you. With both that I am, I surrender. Here I am. You never take me this far just to leave me alone. Alone. No be your way, no be your way, no be your way. Alone. Alone. No be your way.
All right. For one second there, I thought it was Beyonce. I had to look back. Okay, that was wonderful. Up next, we have a film presentation. We have a drama presentation from Omidei Zainab from Nawaruddin Senior High School. A round of applause.
You make a bicycle and a boy well not in my eyes, in my mouth, you don't tell her. I ain't telling cause I give you umbrella. I don't fit in this together. Give you my necklace, pendant. Give you my last cash, pendant. I show you my best friend, pendant. I thought we in this together.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ogubanjo Zainab. We are a student of Ayetoro Senior Grammar School. Good day, everyone. My name is Ogubanjo Zainab. We are a student of Ayetoro Senior Grammar School. Sir, the speaker is not working. Press it, says press it, press it. Yeah, give me back.
My name is Peter Ayomide.
My name is Mohammed Kubra.
My name is Bello Latifa.
We are here to share an appreciation by our drama and dancing. But before we do so, I would like to say a very big thank you to Mr. Kazim Olaonipekun and the other chief speaker from day 1 to day 5 for the specific, positively impact and collaborative efforts you gave to us to understand that being young is an art. Thank you. No, I'm using it. Where are these girls now?
I'm from one great mind that says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.